Alright, this is a Draw My Life on Henry Clay. He's a pretty exciting dude. Hope you all like this whole little Draw My Life thingy. First time doing it. To start this all off, Henry Clay was born in Virginia on April 12, 1777 and died on June 29th of 1852. He was a frontier lawyer, then became the Kentucky senator. He was also Secretary of State under John Quincy Adams and Speaker of the House of Representatives. He's a pretty successful man. As Kentucky senator, he opposed the Alien Sedition Acts and he tried to nullify them through the Kentucky and Virginia resolutions, all because he simply did not just vibe with them or law them unconstitutional. Now, Henry Clay served a lot of years in Congress. He served a bunch of years in the House, like 1811 to like 1825, I think. I don't know. It's on the paper. He served a bunch in the Senate. He served from 1806 to 1852 in a bunch of different terms. It was really good for him. He's a pretty successful man, but he never became president, right? Besides serving a bunch of terms in Congress, he was also a notable or big war hawk back in the War of 1812. He wanted War with Britain to see as a way to gain more land through the acts of war. So he really pushed for war. At the end of the war, it didn't really matter. It turned out to be bad for America, and he had to he had to go out and sign the Treaty of Ghent in Berlin, I think, to make peace with Britain. Nothing was gained, nothing was lost. It was a pretty bad war. Big ego hit. Now, after he signed the Treaty of Ghent, he was more known as a negotiator, and he just single-handedly created the Missouri Compromise, which helped settle the beef between the South and the North of a new state coming into the Union of America. A bit later, he made the Tariff Compromise in 1933 when South Carolina threatened to secede from the Union after they were imposed by high tariffs by Andrew Jackson, and it was a huge debacle, nullification crisis, and secession, and it was bad. So he made this whole compromise that would let them slowly reduce the amount of tariff to lessen the blow to their economy caused by the tariffs. Later, Henry Clay also created the American system, which consisted of a national bank to keep government funds and internal improvements funded by the federal government and high tariffs to help pay for, internal improvements. This is all a way to start the rolling effect for America to achieve greatness. Now, Henry Clay really pushed for the National Bank. He always tried to recharter it in any way, shape, or form. He wanted to expand the power of the National Bank if he became president. It was his main financial goals, his main presidential goals. And he would really want it because it was key to the American system with all the tariffs and with the, internal improvements. Now, Henry Clay had some beef with Andrew Jackson. And that's because back in 1924, they ran against each other for presidency with other people. And Henry Clay ended up losing, and a bunch of ties went on. So the remaining people went to the House of Representatives to be voted on. And Henry Clay was offered by John Quincy Adams to sway the votes in his favor. And in return for Henry Clay, he would be Secretary of State underneath John Quincy Adams. And when Andrew Jackson caught whiff of the whole conspiracy coup d'etat they pulled off, he was furious, called them bogus and whatever else people said in the 1800s, 1900s. I don't know what they said. He called them nookie crackers. Pretty funny. He was very furious. Started the beef. Now, to get back at Henry Clay for the election in 1924, when Andrew Jackson became president, he planned to defile the bank. He couldn't uncharter it because he had to wait 4 years. But he could take out all the funds and stick them into state banks or little banks, which could really screw Henry Clay over, in which he did. and caused a huge financial crisis and inflation. But that's a story for another day. Now that's all I could really get up on Henry Clay. Pretty nice guy, pretty dope. Hope you all enjoyed. I tried. It's really late. I want to go to bed.